What's up guys, RedFlyer here, back with another video, and today I have probably the most requested video out there, at least recently, and that's how to make thumbnails, and more specifically how I make my thumbnails. I know there's a ton of these videos on YouTube, so I'm not trying to make this video get a ton of views or anything, but just a bunch of people are wondering about it, and they asked me, so I thought I'd make this video. And yeah, you can obviously look up other videos too, but this one is going to show exactly how I make mine with the font and everything. So hope you guys do find this interesting. If you do, drop me a like down below. Be sure to subscribe to see many more videos. And yeah, let's jump right into the video. So the first thing is you're going to have the program GIMP downloaded. I'm not going to show you guys how to install it. Hopefully you know how to install a program. If not, you can look up other videos. There's tons of them out there. I mean, installing a program is a pretty simple thing. You go to the website, you click install, and that's pretty much it. I don't know. So hopefully you know how to install programs. But once you install it, here we have GIMP. When you first open it, there's like 3 different windows. It's kind of confusing. There's my video exporting below here. But there's one window there, and then there's one window here, layers, and there's one main window here. If you only see the main window, what you can do is you can go to Windows, and then you can see the toolbox is the one on the left. You click that to open it, and layers gradients is the other one on the right here. So those are both very useful. I normally go dual monitors, so I have this one on the other monitor and the main one on the other monitor, then I have these ones on the left one. But because I can only record one monitor, I moved it over to show you guys. But you can also do that if you have multiple monitors, up to you. But I'm going to do first is go to File, New, and we're going to make it 1280 by 720 because that's the size that you should make all of your thumbnails. It's just the right resolution. They can't go any higher than that, and you want it to be the best resolution that it can. So make it 1280 by 720. And the first one I'm going to show you guys is a normal gameplay one with a picture from the video. And the second one is going to be the thumbnail for this video, which is going to be just with kind of a cool background. So if you want to see only the second one, which is the thumbnail for this video, click the value on screen right now to skip ahead to that. If you want to see the one with the actual gameplay, keep watching. So the first thing we're going to do is add a photo to this real quick. So I'm going to open up a folder right here. I think we have our pictures open already. And I'm going to drag, no, this is our videos. Hold up. There's our pictures. I have all my screenshots right here. And I'm going to drag on our photo right there. There we go. Now I'm going to kind of crop it to where I like it. I don't want the text in there. I don't really want the C4 that I had, but I kind of have to. As you can see, I'm using the arrows right here to move it around. It does lag just a little bit, but it will catch up. I think we want it right there. There we are. Alright, that should be good right about there. And because there's not really any centerpiece, if there was a character, I'll kind of take that out of it, but I wouldn't do this, but because there's no real centerpiece to the background, I'm actually going to blur it out. So I'm going to go to Filters, Blur, and then I usually do Gaussian Blur. I don't even know what that is, but I just click on it. And I usually put it up to about 10 or 11. You can use this thing to move it around and see what the preview looks like, although it's very small, as you can see. That's kind of what it looks like. So I'm going to press OK. And now it's blurred out. Don't stare at it too long. It'll give you a headache. I still get headaches all the time. Now I'm going to add text. I click the A right there. You can drag a little text box out. This is a base rate video, so it's probably going to be called crazy base rate or weird base rate or something, unturned. So what I'm probably going to do is name it. You want to try and do an abbreviation or a short version of the title, because you don't want a ton of text. You want small text and big text. So it stands out to people. Small words, but big letters is what I mean. So I'll show you guys. Why don't we go with Crazy Raid. And then add some exclamation marks. There we go. I'm going to highlight all of that. And then I'm going to add a custom font. You can use whatever font you want, but the font that I used is called Agent Orange. It's kind of odd. I'll put a link in the description down below to the page where I found it. It's on dafont.com, dafont.com. Definitely go check it out. You can find all tons of fonts in there. You just download them, then you right click them and press install. Make sure you reload GIMP, and then you have them on here to use as much as you like. I really like this one because it's kind of big blocky letters, but there's tons of fonts in there. You could choose one, of course. So I'm going to make this pretty big actually, because there's not really anything to cover up or to worry about covering up. So I want to make it pretty big, line it up right about there. And then what I'm going to do is go to the paintbrush right there. I'm going to invert this. That way white is on the top. And then I'm going to left click to fill in the letters right here. Make them all white so they pop a little bit more. And there we go. I can delete this background layer because I don't need that. And now we're almost done. Now the last thing we're going to do is add a border. I always do this to my thumbnails just to make them look a little bit nicer. So there's many ways you can do this, but the way I do is I go to select all. This selects the entire image right here. Then select shrink and make the value 10. Now, as you can see, this little like rectangle inside the rectangle is selected. Then if you go to select invert, now it's selecting that outer portion of that rectangle, which is the little 10 pixels from the border. And you have to go to edit and fill with background color and select none. Now you can see there's a black border around the thumbnail. That's pretty much all for this thumbnail. So I can export it, file, export. And if you export it as a PNG image, it doesn't really matter for thumbnails, but it's just better for everything to do PNG to do PNGs. And then I just save it to my desktop. You can do whatever you want right there, and you hit export. These settings don't really matter. This is just what I always use. If you want to copy this, you can, but I don't think it really matters. I think this is probably the default, but you can hit export. And there we go. So now we're going to start a new one. Close that out. Discard changes. File new. 1280 by 720. And now, oh, sorry there. Now I want to make the thumbnail for this video just to show you guys what it looks like. I don't know why that's black right there. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is go to Google. Here, I'll pull it up right here. Let's pull up a new tab. Just a sec. I'm gonna hide my bookmarks real quick. Let's see. How do I hide bookmarks? I don't know how to do it. Shoot. Okay, we'll go to Google Images first. Okay, I do not want to show my bookmarks. There we go. That should be good. We searched up Google Images on Google Images. That's interesting. In case you were wondering, because someone's commented on this before, yes, I did remove AdBlock. I think it's scamming content creators online. I did not use AdBlock. I used to. Don't use it anymore. I recommend not using it. But I guess that's your own decision. But anyways, you're going to want to look up Sunburst right here. As you can see, these are all pretty cool. I would use this one right here because it's a perfect size. And it's black and white, so you can make it any color. So you go to select this. Right click, save image as. Now we're going to open up GIMP. Actually, no, we don't want to save image as. Shoot. Now we need to do that. We're going to go to view image, and then we're going to right click and press copy image. Sorry about that. Then we're going to go to GIMP. And we can go to right click, edit, paste as new layer. Now we have it right there. As you can see, a little eye makes it appear and disappear. The top right there. So now I have our new layer. And now what we can do is if we go to select by color, select that, we can make it any color we want. So I think what I'm going to do is make the outer one blue, like a dark blue. Why don't we go with like a navy dark blue, like that, maybe a little bit darker. Why don't we go with that, edit, fill it back on color. There we go. And now I'm going to go to select invert to select the rest of it. And why don't we make it a really light blue, something like that. Edit, fill with foreground color. There we go. That looks pretty nice. I don't like all these little black spots there, but we can fix that later, hopefully. Actually, I don't know how we're going to fix that. Possibly. But actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select by color, or I can undo the select none. So now we have the light blue selected. And what we should be able to do, just a sec, let me think about this. Okay. So the light blue is selected. So if we go to create, wait. Shoot, it's confusing. Alright, see, so this is all in one layer. Actually, what I want to do is I'm going to copy it. So Control C, I just copied it. We're going to go to edit, copy, and then I'm going to delete it. So it's not in this layer. I'm going to make a new layer by clicking that little white rectangle right there, new layer. Okay, it doesn't really matter what you name it. Then I'm going to select the layer, and I'm going to paste it. It's floating. I'm going to anchor it. There we go. So now it's anchored in this layer. So as you can see in the top right here, we have two different layers. So now what I can do is I can play with the order of the layers. So I'm going to have this layer right there. Then I'm going to go back and select the light blue again. And we're going to create a new layer like that. And now what we're going to do is we're going to make the selection bigger. Just bear with me here. Select, grow by, let's go with 5. This is going to be a border around the light blue. So let's grow it by 5. And now we're going to fill it with the color black. So let's get black real quick right here. Fill with foreground color, black, and now you can see, wait a minute, the black's covered up. What we can do is select the layer, click the down arrow, and now it's under the light blue. So now we have, if I can select none, we have a little black layer around there, which looks pretty cool. And in the middle right here, that is a little trippy with the spots, but that was just how the picture was that I found. There's nothing I can really do about that. What I can do is, I can try blurring it out. Let's see how that looks. First, I'm going to merge down these layers so they're all into one layer now, as you can see. And I'm going to go to Filter, Blur, Gaussian Blur, and let's see if this kind of fixes the spots in the middle. It looks like it probably will. Nice. I actually like that better. That's pretty cool, because now when we add our text, it's going to make it pop more. So I'm going to add our text over here by clicking the A, drag the box. I'm going to make it called, let's make it how to make thumbnail, or we want short words and like abbreviations in large letters. So I'm going to go with, what should we call it? Thumbnail tutorial. Thumbnail tutorial. These are kind of long words, but oh well. Select the font Agent Orange. I talked about this earlier, but if you just skipped ahead, you can make this any font you want. I found Agent Orange from defont.com. I'll link that in the description down below. You can find tons of other fonts on there. Literally all you do is you download them, then you right click it and press install. Super easy. Just make sure you restart GIMP, and then you can use those fonts, which is pretty cool. So I'm gonna make this about as big as it goes. Right about, let's leave a little bit on the edges, so we're gonna go right about there, right there. And then I'm gonna make this go down so we have a little room in the middle. So wait, I'm gonna find there, press enter, move that down to the bottom. There we go. I do want to center this part of the bottom. Easiest way to do it is just space it out. There we go. One space and it should be good. Now I'm gonna fill in the text with white, like so, with our little paint can right there. Let's fill that in. There we go, thumbnail tutorial. That pops pretty well. Now I want to put something in the middle. Usually if you use Sunburst, you want to put something in the middle, because otherwise it looks kind of weird. I'm going to put a YouTube logo. I believe I have one saved. If I go to my folders real quick, hold up. Let's see. No, I don't really have one I like. Okay, I'll find a new one. So here we are back on Google. I'm going to go back. And then we're going to look up YouTube logo. And let's see, which one do we like? I want that. I think I want one like this. Or one that says both would be nice. We have one. No, why don't we go with this one? Pretty basic. So it's kind of big. I'm gonna go. No, that's bigger. Let's go with this one. We're gonna view image. We're gonna make it smaller. I'll show you guys how to make it smaller. So copy image. And then we're gonna go down to GIMP here. Edit, paste as new layer, and whoa, that's way too big. So we can go to layer, scale layer, and let's make it 500. Notice that this little thing is locked right here, so it'll keep the dimensions the same. If I unlocked it, then I can make it like as big as I want, and it'll like stretch the image, but I don't want to do that, so I'm gonna keep it locked. I'm gonna scale. Let's make it a little bit smaller. Let's go like 400. Probably a good size, but I want to get rid of that black border, so I'm going to click the little color thing here, select by color. I'm going to click the border, and I'm going to hit delete. There we go. Select none. I'm going to move this in the middle. Let's make it a bit smaller, dude. A bit smaller. Alright, we're going to go, let's go 300. Should be a good size. A little more than a bit smaller. Okay, perfect. Now I want that perfectly centered in the middle, so as you can see, there's this little rectangle thing with the arrows on the left side of the screen right here. I'm going to click that. And then click the YouTube thing right here. And there we go. Now there's these little boxes in the borders. So on the left here, these are the align tools. So I'm going to click this one first. That'll align it to the center, like that. This one will align it to the middle, like that. There we go. You can also do it on the bottom, on the top, on the left, on the right. Anything else you want to do. Distribute. That's the same thing, right? That's weird. But anyways. There we go, middle. Now it's directly in the middle of our image. The last thing I'm going to do is add a little border to it. So I'm going to go to Layer, Transparency, Alpha to Selection. Alpha means color. So that means that everything that is colored in the image, anything that is not transparent is going to be selected. It's just easier than selecting my color, although I could have done that too. Now I'm going to go to create a new layer, like so. I'm gonna go to select grow. Let's make the border 5. Now I'm gonna select our new layer, make sure that's select right there. Edit, fill with, we need black. Edit, fill with background color, and there we go. And you're like, wait a minute, I'm gonna select none. Wait a minute, it's black. All you have to do is take this layer, move it down one. Now we have a nice little border there. So now I'm gonna merge that down. Just so the YouTube thing is all one layer. Then we have our text as a layer. That was my video. It's just finished rendering. And there we go. I think our thumbnail is just about done. So the last thing I'm going to do is create one more new layer. And make sure it's at the top. These arrows move it up and down. I'll make sure it's at the top layer. I'm going to go to select all. Select shrink by 10. It's just like I did in the other thumbnail. Select invert. Now what this does is it selects the outer little 10 pixels. I'm going to fill it with black. Add a nice little border right there. And there we go. That is it for this video. My voice is a little hoarse here. Jeez, that actually took a lot more talking and a lot more effort than I thought it would. But anyways, I hope this video did help you guys out. If it did, be sure to drop me a like down below. And be sure to subscribe to see many more videos. Let me know what other kind of videos you guys want to see. Like how I edit videos, how I record, how I upload, any of that stuff. Definitely be willing to make those as long as you guys want to see them. So just let me know and I will totally do that. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed and I will see you in the next one.